Hey, what's up YouTube? I know I said I wasn't going to have a video today, but I have a little bit of time to record something, so I wanted to do a tape head video for y'all today because you've been asking for some tapes lately. I've been kind of slacking on that, but you're going to notice in the background of my videos that I now have some tape racks currently up. Finally, after a year of living here, over a year of living here, I am finally pulling out all of my tapes and displaying them. So these are just 2 racks that I put up yesterday. I have 4 more that I need to build and put up, but I got these off Amazon. They were $30 a piece. They hold 51 tapes total. So there's 102 tapes right here, actually 101. Because if you notice, actually, I don't know if this music is too loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. But if you notice, the Black Dahlia Murder is got an empty slot right here. This is for the new tape that actually just shipped, Servitude, that comes out next weekend. So that's the spot for it. But these are just tapes that I just had out and have just bought within the last year, or I've pulled out of storage to listen to, like these Black Sabbath ones, this Biohazard one. Just slowly pulling out the tapes. But I have about 200 to 300 more tapes that need to be pulled out of storage and put onto racks. So this whole wall eventually is going to be my tape wall, where I'm just going to have racks all down it with all of them. Right now it's pretty bare. It just has my King Diamond picture discs and then my setup right here. But this box and the doggo, this box is CDs and tapes that I have not unpacked yet. So I've slowly been doing that within the last year. My CD, just ignore the mess. It's chaos. I'm organizing, doing all the things. So my CD rack is back here. These, I'm slowly getting all my CDs out and alphabetizing them and mixing the new CDs with the CDs that I've already had. That's a pain in the ass because I've gotten so many new CDs and there's just tapes and shit laying around everywhere. So yeah, it's a work in progress, but I wanted to talk about the tape racks. Ultimately, this has been a long time coming. I've never really had a way to display my tapes. They've just been stacked up in boxes and shit. About 3 years ago, I did commission somebody on Instagram. He was, during COVID, making tape racks, customizing them, adding special things to the sides of the boxes and stuff like that, as like a way to make money during COVID while he was out of commission for work. And he made some really cool tape racks for a lot of underground bands and labels and stuff, and so I knew it was legit, and I commissioned him to make me one that was going to have the Melanie Loves Death Metal logo like burned into the side of it, and it was going to be a tape rack that held about 100 tapes, specially made for me, which obviously wouldn't have accounted for all of the tapes in my collection, but it was just a cool little thing that I really wanted. Unfortunately, when I went and commissioned him, it was pretty much in a bad time in his life where a lot of shit was happening. He was completely backed up on orders that he committed to. He overcommitted. So he took my money and said, yeah, I'll have this done in about 6 months, which was a total reasonable time frame considering he was hand making them and whatever else. And he was also working at other commissions. He's like, so yeah, and I was excited. I gave it time. I reached out about 6 months after not really hearing any updates or anything like that, and he hadn't even started it yet. And I was kind of, annoyed, but at the same time, I knew him personally, and I was just trying to play the benefit of the doubt here. And I knew that he was doing so many other commissions, and he was having trouble with like supplies and other things. So. And then about 8 months went by and still nothing. He actually was just kind of off the board, like off the map, wasn't really active on social media, wasn't showing any new things that he had just completed. So I finally messaged him and was like, hey, like, do you have another time frame of how much longer this is going to take? And he came back with a slew of reasons as to why he hasn't started yet and how much longer it could possibly take if I was willing to wait like 4 more months or something like that. And finally, I just respectfully was like, hey, like, let's just break this deal, like I'm it's over with. Like, if you can at least give me like a partial refund or something, because I knew that he was having money issues, and like just call it quits, and we'll just walk away, move on from this. And that's what happened. So unfortunately, I never got the tape rack, and that was like almost 3 years ago now. And then my tape storage was just really bad. So I'm finally getting around to it. Finally finding a solution, and these tape racks are really, really nice, considering the cost. They're $30 each. They hold 51. They're like these composite plastic things that you just build. It took like less than 2 minutes to build these, and it took like a whole 5 minutes to hang them. That's so easy, and they have these nice little finger slots that you can just pull the tape right out, and they fit perfectly fine. The ones that are pushed out right here are the like hooks that I use to hang them. So unfortunately, but yeah, you can barely notice that. So yeah, these are really nice. So I've got about 4 more I'm gonna build of these. And for the people that are like, hey, why haven't you just gone on eBay and bought a cheap Napa Valley one? Because there's so many of them out there. People are just selling them now for like 20 bucks. They were, they were a while ago, but now they're not, because tapes are back in. They're back in. People are buying them and collecting them and going crazy over them. And so the Napa Valley tapes that hold like 100 tapes at one time can go anywhere between $50, $60, $70 up to like $150 plus shipping. And just like the cost effectiveness wasn't there. It wasn't, trust me, I've been watching and continuously looking and trying to find things. But I wasn't able to find it. So, plus the thing with the Napa Valley ones, like, yeah, they're super nice. It's really heavy wood. These are just really light and a little bit more practical. The shipping was free because it was Amazon Prime. I'm a cheapskate, so I don't know. So this was just perfect for me. And now my next thing is, once I get all the tape situated, is figuring out all my Funko Pops. I have lots of them scattered throughout my room. I need to get like a case or something to put them all in there. So yeah, so I just wanted to do an update on the tape racks, and then I'm going to go on now and talk about some awesome new music that you guys should check out. All right, welcome back to Melly Loves Death Metal. I've got the tape, finally a tape video for the tape heads today. Some people have been asking it, like, are you just only exclusively buying CD and vinyl now? No, I'm not. I'm still buying tapes. Just got a lot of pre-orders and stuff that are finally coming in now that I ordered several months ago, including box sets and a couple of other new releases and stuff like that. But I did get a ton of tapes in the last couple of days from Iron Fortress and Corpse Gristle, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. So Corpse Gristle announced about less than a week ago, about almost close to a week ago now. And Paul already told me this, like he already told me that these were coming. Some bolt thrower tape reissues that he got officially licensed and he pressed. So these are currently available now. He sent me several of them, which I'm super thankful for. So 2 of these are going to be used as a giveaway as soon as I hit 6,000 subscribers, which I'm super close to that this is going to be what my giveaway is. I'll do a whole video on that. But there's 2 different versions of it. So he did the last 2 Bolt Thrower albums, as you guys know. This is Honor, Valor, Pride, which is their 7th full-length album that came out in 2001 on Metal Blade Records. And then their latest and last one so far, pretty sure, are they just done? I don't know. Anyway, those Once Loyal 2005 Metal Blade reissues. So 2 different versions of it. So there's the all over UV printed versions that I got. Why? Every time I try to record a video, what are you barking at? My neighbor's home. He's barking at my neighbor being home. This is what I do. One moment, let me go silence the puppies. Goddamn children interrupting my videos. I'm sure they're going to bark again. But anyway, okay, there's 2 different versions, like I was saying. This is the blah, 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 blah. This is the UV all over print version. These are the ones I'm keeping for myself, because I'm a sucker for these. So there's side A, side B, and these turned out awesome. And then the J card. There you go. Really nice J card. Thick card stock here. So Corpse Gristle coming in clutch with these awesome bolt thrower reissues. Some people are probably like, you don't already have these? No, I do not. Bolt Thrower is a band that I don't own their whole entire catalog. I have about 3 of their CDs and that's it. So I've never had these physically in my collection, so this was a cool opportunity to get them in. And admittedly, the 2 Bolt Thrower albums I don't listen to a whole lot. Still good and I still like them. Bolt Thrower is solid, consistent. Now you guys are just in here roaming around in the background. You're going to play and be annoying now. So there's the UV printed one, and then the other version is, which I have not opened, is like a mossy slimy green version with the print on there. So this will be used for the giveaway. And then for those once loyal, here is the UV printed one. And like I said, these are available. I'll link in the description where you can buy them. There's my dog being a cat in the windowsill. You guys are just getting a show today. So there's that side. And then this side. There you go. And then the J card. So I actually listened to this morning. I have not heard this album in a very long time. It hit nicely. I think I never have really been the biggest fan of this album. But it definitely sounded better than what I remember. It was very solid, nice riffs. It was, it's Bolt Thrower. It's what you can expect from Bolt Thrower. So there's the UV printed one, and then the other one is, come on, get in there. Wow, you're just being a pain in the ass now. Come on, there we go. Anyway, and then the other one, I accidentally opened this one, is a black pro printed tape with the gold ink there, and then the J card is the same. So these two will be the ones that I'll be using in the giveaway when I announce that video, once I hit 6,000 subscribers. So yeah, Corpse Gristle, thank you so much, Paul, for sending me some extras. As always, I was super pumped to see that these got pressed because, again, I've never owned them. I figured these are tape worthy to get into my collection. It's Bolt Thrower. You can't go wrong with Bolt Thrower. Admittedly, the first 4 albums, actually the first 5 albums I really enjoy. For Victory was always my favorite for the longest time because it was the one I was most, like, I knew the most. I had listened to the most. It was the first time I'd ever heard them was with that album. But obviously, In Battle There Is No Law, I love that album. Realms of Chaos, War Master, The Fourth Crusade, like all great albums too. These last 3, Mercenary, Honor, Valor, Pride, and Those Once Loyal, admittedly are ones that I rarely ever listen to, but still cool to have in the collection. I'm definitely going to be playing these now. So, Corpse Gristle, links in the description. Awesome label. And then finally, the last 2 that I have to show off today are new releases that just came out on Iron Fortress Records. A split and then a debut full length. I'll start off with the debut full length. I knew nothing about this band. I'd never heard of them before until now. This is Mourned with their first debut length album, Lost in Ire. So this band, like I said, knew nothing about them. They're from Massachusetts, and they are very much death metal with hardcore leaning influences in this album. Not a lot, not a ton. If that completely deters you, don't let it, because it's not a lot. It's very subtle. You can hear it sometimes in the riffs, in the breakdowns, in like the vocal styles, but for the most part, it's really good death metal. I was a fan of this album. I didn't order it until I was able to listen to it in full, and I listened to it in full, and I really, really liked it. It's been a fun listen. So got the sticker copy there. I think there was 2 different copies of this, 2 different colors of this, but this was the one that I grabbed. I liked the color. As always, links will be in the description where you can listen to this, as well as where you can buy them. This is their first full length, like I said. They also have 2 EPs out, and then 2 demos, and then a couple of other singles and stuff like that. Immediately, I've never heard any of those, so I'm going to go back and listen to the demos and the EPs. So, nice little J card there. And then there's the band themselves. And then the liner notes. I really enjoyed the artwork on here. It is done by Kayleen Stockermans. I butchered that. But it's a really cool album artwork. So, yeah, Iron Fortress. There's a CD and a tape. I snagged the tape. It's really fun. I really like this album. I was a fan after the first single, and then when I listened to the full album, I was like, yeah, I'm buying that. So I was listening to it actually in the beginning of this video. This was what was playing in the background when I was showing you my tape racks, so I got to finish it now. But yeah, good stuff. So check this out. As always, like I just said 3 times, links in the description. And then the other new release that I wanted to talk about today is a split between Jade and Sanctuarium called the Sempiternal Wound. Sempiternal Wound. Pretty hard to see. Let me pull that out of the case. So yeah, this is a cool split. I've never talked about Jade on here, but last year or 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago now? They came out with their first full-length album. Yeah. Called The Pacification of Death. I think, Simon, did you do the review? Yeah, you did the review for that in Heavy Metallurgy. So that, I really enjoyed that album after Simon's review. Immediately, I don't own it. I would like to get it in stock. So now they're out with a split with Sanctuarium, which I've talked about Sanctuarium several times on here. I need to get their new album that came out this year. Still haven't been able to find a copy of that yet. Every time it gets into a US distro, it sells out. But they have a new album out this year called Melted and Decomposed. This is just a really good, filthy, murky, swampy death metal band, leaning in doomy sounds from Spain. That's Sanctuarium, and that continues on this split. That same sound that you're used to hearing. They really do that really dirgy, swampy, murky, filthy sounding death metal. Like that, that's their sound. They have 3 tracks on here, and then Jade has 3 tracks as well. So it's a 3x3 split. The Jade sound. So again, I've only heard like their first album, and it looks like they only have 1 album out. Yeah. So they are from, it looks like a mix of Germany and Spain. Maybe they're mostly in Spain now. Atmospheric death metal is by far probably the best way to explain it. Definitely has that atmospheric in there. There's definitely a bit of a doomier side to it, but also really, really good, just dark death metal. Really enjoyed both sides of the split. So pretty cool split. There's also a CD available on Pulverized Records, and then Iron Fortress has the tape. I don't know if there's going to be a vinyl, or if there is a vinyl. Admittedly, apologies, I did not look into that, but yeah. So 2 awesome underground death metal bands that are worth checking out, and then a silver tape with the sticker. So yeah, a really good split. So like I said, I will link these in the descriptions. And I didn't know this was coming. This was kind of a nice surprise for me. I even noticed NWN, if you're in the US, is carrying the CD from Pulverized. So they're a distro for them. So if you want the CD version, go ahead and do that. I don't know. Did Iron Fortress get... Oh, don't start, Dolly. Don't start again, Dolly. You're fine. Did Iron Fortress get the CD for this? Let me see. Let's see if they have it in their distro. No, right now they just have the tape. There's also a black version of the tape too. And then that Mourned, like I said, that I just showed, there's 2 different color versions. There's like the brick that I just showed you. That's what color I got. And there's Cappuccino, which is the other one, which is like a lighter brown version. And then there's also a CD. So again, links will be in the description. There's also a t-shirt of the Mourned album cover that Iron Fortress has, which is actually kind of tempting because I really like that album cover. So I will link that as well if you want some t-shirts. Again, Iron Fortress, Corpse Gristle, 2 of my favorite labels. And there are some new things coming in Corpse Gristle. He actually just announced this on his Instagram, so it's not like something that I have to keep secret. He also got the rights to reissue the Chris Barnes era Cannibal Corpse records, so the first 4 albums. Press them on tape, put them in a box set, similar to like how he did with his Immolation box set that he did a couple years ago. Those online pre-orders are coming in October, but right now he's doing like this fun thing where he's getting money orders and cash sent to him that are pre-ordering them. It's like the old school way of ordering, and I'm sure he doesn't have to deal with like fees and shit like that from online transactions, which are annoying. So that's currently how you can reserve yours for now, but there's also that coming up too. So I will be showing that off. Do I need it? No. Do I already have those albums? Yes. Am I going to get it? Yes. So but yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Like I said, I wasn't planning on recording a video today, but I got some time in. I wrapped up the projects that I was working on for work today. I've got some time, but we are traveling this weekend. I'm going to be gone tonight, Saturday, Sunday. We're coming back Monday, so no Monday video. So it's going to be several days, but I'll probably have something out next week sometime. Life is busy now. Every weekend I basically have a second home in Orlando, because that's like we're in Orlando like every weekend for the next several months. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.